Princess Vanigo's lovers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Princess Vanigo, and this is my safe space. This is my space where I come to, share my thoughts, give my heart to heart sometimes. So, January just ended, it just passed, but it came with a lot for me, especially. It came with a lot worse for some other people, and for some other people, even started as way back as December. And January passed, and I couldn't help but reflect on all the things that has happened in January. This January that passed, we got served a quick notice from where we have lived for, like 6 years of our lives, and we had no intention to move currently, and we had to start looking for a place, to move out of where we are. That is not the plan. It was not in the agenda, because when you are in Nigeria, especially Lagos State, you don't rush to move out from your house. You have to plan it very well, because some of the houses that they are building right now is trashy. Some of them are not even newly built, and what you get is trashy, and the price of rent, let's just say, God I beg you. That's the expression I would use to explain that part. The price of rentage in Nigeria right now, if you want a very good house, you're holding for 1 million naira and above yearly. Yes, for a house that is okay. If you see 800, 900, the landlord is nice. And then if you see 700, 600 for a two-bedded house, then the landlord is really, really nice. Okay, that means that landlord does not put all their problems in on their property. And the truth is, I can't blame any landlord that decides to increase their rent, and I can blame a landlord who puts their house in charge of an agent, and the agent unfairly and unjustly evicts just one tenant out of other tenants that live there, simply because the tenants complained, of some of the things that were going wrong in their house. So you guys can come fix it, and you feel the best thing is, oh, let me evacuate you, and then I'll come do those things that are wrong in the house. Why can't you come and do it while the tenant is still living there? What are your house struggles that you have been through? Let me know in the comment section. Share with me. On one of my channels, I was talking about housing, and there was someone who was saying that their house rent was increased ×2. So meaning, if you're paying 1 million naira before, it was increased to 2 million. That is absurd. Lagos landlords, some of them are doing the most. And then when your property is also in the hand of an estate agent, some of them are crazy. This estate agent, they don't even go about actually doing their job. They don't come to inspect the property. What they want is, when they want to just collect rent, and then you see them coming to yap. Maybe you're having, water issues, pumping machine issues. They don't care. And if you reside with terrible tenants also, well, there goes your wahala. But if you're lucky to have also other tenants, co-tenants that you guys are residing together, and you can come to a reasonable, and you guys can actually come to a reasonable agreement, then you can still survive. This is our dilemma right now. Moving, especially when it is not in your plan, it is not in your budget. You're just planning that, okay, when it's time for the next rent, you're just gonna gather your rent and just pay up, and then boom, you're stuck up with trying to look for a house. Some of the houses are telling you they want a year and a half. Some of them are telling you they want 2 years, and then probably where you were staying before, you're paying, like, let's say, lesser. Then you have to now look for more money to add to your rent, because more bills. And then there's utility, security, agent fee, and everything you still have to pay. So you're looking for rent, and you're trying to gather almost 2 million plus to pay for a house in Lagos. Paying that money when you are prepared for it is not a big deal, but when you didn't expect this kind of bill to suddenly arise, you were not expecting it at all, it just leaves you dampened, and it's crazy. I don't know why some people are, I would call them pure wicked. I'm just venting here because I can't actually vent on that agent the way I want to. And the funny thing is, there are one or two issues that has occurred in the compound, and I felt like I was a very bold one. And I'll be like, sir, we are having water issues and we fixed it over and over again, and we can't keep doing it. And the man will be like, well, don't teach me my job. But you were not doing your job in the first place. I mean, you've never done your job. As a matter of fact, you left us stuck with water bill of almost 800 and something thousand naira. Let me give you guys the story. So there's a tiny place for security in my compound. This agent we're supposed to get a security that would, open the gates and do what's not, for people that are driving in, just secure the premises. This agent decided to, let out the apartment to some single young boys who really needed somewhere to stay. Obviously, was collecting money, and the landlady doesn't know about it. Now, this agent was collecting money. They did, because where I live, we use prepaid. So there's no way that you're going to be using lights that you don't pay for, except you want to cheat. But these boys were using a light that they cheated. They did one kind of corner connection. So they did the connection, and these boys were in the house for over, like, the first person stayed, left, another person came, stayed, left. So let's just say in the space of 3 years, people stayed in the house and they were not paying for light fee. Yes, they weren't. Although one of the boys said they were paying light fee to the man. How true that is, I would never know right now. Now, the NEPA people decided to come one day and do an inspection around the area. I mean, they've been coming, but I didn't know why they didn't figure that part out, because they like to come and check and see which house is tapping light. You know the way they call it in Nigeria now, where they tap light, that kind of thing. So they came to our compound that day, and the NEPA people were doing, like, tracing this, and they traced it and they realized that there was light there. And I was making them understand, because I was the one that spoke to NEPA people. I was making them understand that, well, I've been staying in this compound for almost 6 years now. And okay, this happened, like, let's say last year or per year. As at then, I've been staying in this compound for almost 5 years now, and I can tell you that none of the tenants here are tapping light. For this property, we don't know how their light connection works, but we think they're sharing light with our water. So they did their findings, did whatever they were going to do, and said, well, the property was, that small space was not connected to any water. And they thought that it was our pumping machine that we were actually, doing the wuru on, because when they came, the security place was actually vacant. So what did they do? The prepaid meter that we use for water, because we have a separate prepaid meter that we use for water, that was where they now added a bill of 800 and something thousand. And we, the tenants, we were stuck to paying that bill. And, well, I'm probably out of this house before this video is coming out. Okay, I'm probably gotten a better place. I'm hoping I'm probably well settled before I'm bringing out this video. But that was what we had to pay for. We were still paying, and the people that are staying in the compound are still going to keep paying it, because, tell me now, they are just cutting it. So if they do like 20,000 on the pay, they share it into two. They take 10k and then leave 10k for them to use. And I don't think those that are staying there are going to finish paying till they're going to leave. Anyway, I just wanted to say that if you're a landlord, which definitely I'm going to be a landlord, someday, sometime. I might already be a landlord self. Anyway, but I'm just going to say, if you're a landlord, please be fair to your tenants. And if you're also involved in the estate agent thing, I mean, don't use an issue that happened between you and a tenant, and because of that, you just evacuate them from a property that is not yours, or a property that is not your own. All they just gave you there is, manage this property. I mean, tomorrow it might not be your company that is managing the property. They might give it to another company. What happens then? I mean, you don't know where you're going to meet those people that are doing that thing too. And definitely, if I meet that man anywhere and I'm in a position to help him, God forgive me. I'm not trying to be wicked or anything, but I don't think I can, because you fucking did us dirty. You brought this shit in January. Freaking January. When everybody eyed the choke. Everybody don't go enjoy for December. People are saying, oh, thank God we're in January. Just let me settle into the year. And then, boom, this is hitting you in the face. Anyway, guys, if you're watching this video, just know that I uploaded this video because I am well settled. I'm probably in a better house, and I have peace now because I really wanted to leave this house that I was staying in, where I'm filming this video. I really wanted to leave this house because, I felt like it was time. But I mean, you need to prepare yourself and you don't just start stressing your partner, especially when he's not ready. And when you know you're not the one paying now, it's the man that is paying. So you have to pipe down to the man and saying, okay, I'm ready to move into somewhere better and spend that money. Anyway, guys, may God provide for everyone. Anyone that's dealing with house, you should share your house experiences with me. How are you dealing with it? Because this one, it was not nice. It's not nice because I'm experiencing it now, and I can categorically say it's not nice. Okay, it's horrible. But I know that for me to put this video in public, it means that I've gotten somewhere better and I'm more settled and things are fine. And I would not pray for my enemy to experience this kind of thing because when there's an urgency, where you're staying, this is not your own, you have just few months there and you need to get another place. So there's that urgency for you to get settled in some way so you can just know what you're doing next with your life. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. I mean, this is the first time that I'm experiencing this because this is not the first time I'm moving into somewhere, but there was no urgency per se. I was given enough and ample time, I would say, to prepare myself and live there, and that was what I did. Anyway, this is, guys, I'll see you guys in another video. Enough of me ranting.